All right, welcome back to the Run.down post-game show here on the Strickland YouTube channel, Strickland Twitter, and if you're listening to this the day after, Strickland Podcast Network. I am Sam. As you can tell, I can barely formulate words right now because the Knicks just pulled off one of the most incredible Game 1 wins that I've ever seen in the NBA Finals, given all the circumstances. Beating the Spurs 105-95 in Game 1. Stretching their winning streak to 12 games and taking a 1-0 lead over the Spurs with 3 more wins to go till ultimate glory. Behind, I would say, the 3 most important Knicks in this game today were Karl-Anthony Towns, Josh Hart, and Jalen Brunson. I mean,
yeah,
they all contributed in such amazing ways. Josh Hart didn't really even shoot the ball particularly well, and it didn't even fucking matter. He was grabbing every rebound, every loose ball. He was getting every single steal, every single 50-50 ball. He was there. He was such a deciding factor. There was a play late in the game where he kind of tipped out the ball and got it to Brunson out on the fast break late in that fourth quarter. Just excellent instincts from him. Karl-Anthony Towns, what a game. What a game from him. If you just want to see what a real big man looks like compared to Chet Holmgren, whatever the fuck he is, just look at what Karl-Anthony Towns did tonight against Wembanyama. And Jalen Brunson goes down with a knee injury, goes down with an ankle injury, comes back and drops 30 points tonight and has a monstrous fourth quarter, hitting some of the most ridiculous shots you'll see because of his insane touch, especially that last shot that went in, just all net, just fading off of Devin Vassell. Just chef's kiss, fucking beautiful. But yeah, just absolutely great game from those 3. And Q3, I don't know if you two, if you want to take it away from here.
I just want to say this. Jalen Brunson tonight, 30 points, 12 of 31 from the field. I don't give a shit. He had to unload the clip today, and he unloaded the clip. And you're already seeing it happen. There are a bunch of fucking losers out there that are like, oh, see, Cat's actually the best player on the team, and Jalen Brunson isn't actually 1A. And all I want to tell those people is, you will not make me pick a side. You will not make me pick a side, because they will not win this game without Karl-Anthony Towns, and they would not win this game without Jalen Brunson. They would not be in the NBA Finals without Karl-Anthony Towns. They would not be in the NBA Finals without Jalen Brunson. You need both players, and that's the beauty of this team, is that it is a proper team. It is not the fucking San Antonio Wemby merchants over there, where as soon as Wemby goes off the fucking floor, you got Dylan Harper and Stephon Castle, who, look, the amount of glazing they got today every time they fucking crossed half court without tripping over their fucking dicks was incredible. But this is a proper fucking team. You cannot take any one guy off this team today that played, and you would not win the game. You wouldn't win the game. Every single one of the players that played was on the floor today contributed positively. I will ignore whatever Jordan Clarkson was doing in the first half because I like Jordan Clarkson. But this was an incredible team performance, because you could look at various points in the second half. It looked like the game was getting away from the Knicks. McCall and OG didn't have anything. Deuce and Shamet came in, and they give you positive contributions. And Josh Hart, just a fucking absolute warrior today. I can't say enough about the plays he made. I mean, that's the best. He had 3 points tonight. That's the best 3-point performance you're ever going to watch. It's the best 3-point performance you're ever going to watch. If Chet Holmgren did that and scored 4 points, nobody would be fucking shitting on his life. He didn't do that. Josh Hart was incredible tonight. Karl-Anthony Towns kept them in the game. He kept them in the game until Brunson got his shit together for the fourth quarter. He was spectacular. His defense on Wemby should not go unnoticed. I thought he was incredible. That's maybe the best game Karl-Anthony Towns has played as a Knick, considering the circumstances, considering the opponent, all of that. Just really, really incredible stuff across the board. And obviously Brunson takes it home in crunch time. OG Anunoby, I thought he was really bad through the first 3 quarters offensively. And, fourth quarter comes around and he just dials it up when you need him to. I don't know. I just can't say enough about, and look, Mitchell Robinson, I thought his first stint in the game was brutal. But after that, he really picked it up. And if you were worried about the hand and maybe it'll still become an issue later in the series, I'm not worried about it. I've not been worried about it. I think he's going to be fine. And, you saw him grab some contested rebounds. And yeah, like his presence still makes an impact. Wemby tried to foul bait him a couple times. Mitch did not take the bait. So look, I'm just gonna say it. I've barely talked about the refs this entire fucking season. And all I will say about them is I did not think the Knicks got a great whistle tonight. And guess what? That's what's gonna happen on the NBA Finals on the road against a team with a guy that the NBA is platforming as the face of the league moving forward. And you have to you got to fight through it. And they fought through it today. They battled today. And the last thing I will say, Mike Brown, absolute fucking amazing coaching job in the second half. And I will continue to say this. He is right now one of the best coaches in the league at making adjustments real time. And that is why the Knicks defense has been pretty much consistently all through the season. It gets better and better and better as the games go on. And that's why in these playoff series, we've seen the defense get better and better and better as the series go on. So kudos to him. Kudos to everyone. The Knicks did exactly what they needed to do in these first two games in San Antonio already. They got the split. They already took home court. I'm not going to call game two a house money game because the way this team is playing, they can win any game. But you have that luxury now. You have the luxury of knowing that game two, even if you lose that, you're going back to the Garden with home court in your back pocket. So just, again, incredible performance from everybody. The way they battled, the way they hung around in the game. And also Julian Champagny and Devin Vassell, really just fucking shut up for 5 seconds, guys. That'd be nice.
They was talking some cash shit earlier in the game, and that shit came back to bite them.
I don't even know what Devin Vassell was talking about. He hit did he even make a fucking three today?
No, bro. All them shits was glass, bro. Straight glass.
Also, I just want to add the first game they played in San Antonio all year, where I wasn't there, and they won the game. So
never go to a game again.
I'm not going to game two.
Like literally, the theory has been proven in real time.
Yeah, I
was lost the game where Brunson scored 61 points because you were there.
Yep,
the cosmic forces are just not in Tyrese's favor when he's in attendance,
and that's okay. I'm willing to sacrifice this for the parade. I'm okay with that.
Yes, all are welcome at the parade.
Yeah, like I honestly just want to talk about fucking Josh Hart. Like that was game high 22, plus minus 3. He had more personal fouls than points. He had more steals than points, more assists than points, more rebounds than points, nearly as many offensive rebounds as points, and that he was one of the best players on the court. They had no answer for his defense. His ball pressure frustrated Fox. His ball pressure frustrated Wemby at times. His ball pressure legitimately mucked up a lot of their offense in the second half. Stephon Castle had nothing to do with him. I cannot talk more glowingly about Josh Hart, man. Josh Hart is the lifeblood of this team. Doesn't matter if he goes 1 for 7 or if he goes 7 for 7. Josh Hart is going to make the plays that count. And I'm tired of this idea that just because he doesn't shoot, he doesn't in fact games, he's going to fucking win you that possession battle. And at the end of the day, when it comes to playoff basketball, it's all about the possession battle. This reminds me of the game that he had against the Sixers a couple of years ago, where he only had like 4 points. He didn't make a single field goal, but he got like 4 points from the line, and he just gave you like 9 assists and 18 rebounds or whatever. It's just like, that's what Josh Hart does. That is what Josh Hart does. That's why Josh Hart gets paid. That's why Josh Hart doesn't matter how many times Omar wants to trade him. That's why Josh Hart matters to this team. Fuck! Let's go!
And, just to the point you're making, the Knicks actually lost the rebound battle tonight. They were 54-49 in the Spurs' favor. But, again, to Tyrese's point, the Knicks they took 5 more shots today. And they took 7 fewer free throws. So, basically, they drew even on, like, true shooting attempts here.
And I assume they won the turnover battle, right? Because they only had one turnover.
They only turned over once in the second half.
They had 8 turnovers. The Spurs had 13. Like, if I've been saying this, I tweeted it out this morning, or I tweeted out yesterday. Like, I've been on this. If the Knicks draw even or neutral in terms of shooting attempts, they're probably going to win, and they'll probably beat any team in the league over a 7-game series with that formula, because they have the best. Their shot making talent is unbelievable. Like, Brunson obviously is a crazy shot maker, but we don't like. Look at the shots. Look at some of the shots that Shampman made. Look at some of the shots that Bridges didn't even have a good shooting game, but we know some of the bullshit he can make. OG Anunoby, tough contested threes, including one right over the fucking alien from France who needs to go away. Karl Anthony Towns, all these guys, like these guys can make tough shots, like, and that matters a lot in these series where, let's be honest, like you can run beautiful flowing fucking offense as much as you want. Like refs are not going to just they're going to allow more contact. And defenses improve organically in the playoffs for that reason every year, year after year. So you need to have guys that are comfortable and able to make tough shots. And the Knicks have plenty of that. So I maintain this. I think if the Knicks can keep this, basically the possession battle, but I like to even boil down even further, just like shot attempts. If that stays relatively even or it's in their favor, they should win this series. And if they don't, fine, so be it. It's probably because Wembanyama had some fucking out-of-body experience. But, I can't say enough. I think that's the best Knicks win since, the 94 finals.
Yeah, since game 5, 94.
Yeah, that's literally the best win they've had in whatever, fucking 32 years. So, I can't say enough. And also, as we mentioned, you guys mentioned this, and I totally blanked on this before we got on. Another double-digit win.
Dog, the point differential just keeps growing. It just keeps growing.
Yep. And somehow, some way, this team is going to find a way to win games. I just don't doubt them at this point. Also,
someone has to show them that. Someone has to show us that they can beat the Knicks right now. Because right now they haven't lost since April, bro. They haven't lost since April. Someone has to show us that they can beat us.
Okay.
Karl Anthony Towns locked up the alien. Okay. I don't want to hear shit. I don't want to hear.
We don't need to put that in the air, Sam. We just know that is real, and we don't say it out loud.
True. Again, but Karl Anthony Towns, I think we could talk about him really quickly as well. Karl Anthony Towns' defense was incredible this game.
Awesome.
Just incredibly physical, making it difficult. Got a couple fouls that didn't go his way, which I thought he got kind of hoed on.
The one where Wemby just elbowed him in the chest, and the fucking what the hell?
The clothesline one,
bro. Fucking Richard Jefferson was like, "Well, Towns is moving there, so that's actually a foul." I'm like, "That's not how that rule works, actually at all. That's not the rule."
They were literally making up rules on the fly for Wemby to justify whatever he was doing.
Okay, Wemby was also that one he got on Shamit, bro. You got to be kidding me. Shamit lightly had his grazed his hand on Wemby's back, and this dude goes flying. And then I got to see De'Aaron Fox tell me he's bitching to the refs because OG Anunoby, he shoved him while he was midair and he goes flying. I'm like, give me a break, man. I just the refs were whatever they were. I don't even want to talk about them because it is what it is. You're gonna have to deal with it. But the Knicks played through it. They were awesome. And yeah, Karl Anthony Towns was, like I said, I think it's his best game as a Knick, just all things considered. And yeah, you could just go down the fucking box score and you can say something positive about everyone. So, and also I forgot to even mention this. Alvarado in that first half, he gave them a nice little spark. I said it when we did the preview pod. I even tweeted it out again today. I think this is a good series for Alvarado, man. Not in 25 minutes or something, but he's going to give you a nice little 12, 13, 14 minutes because, yeah, you're going to give up some size, but the Spurs are guard heavy. Tyrese talked about this even when we were kind of talking about it after, I think in our Discord, but they're a guard heavy team. So yeah, you're going to give up some size, but Alvarado can definitely play in this series. And I think his energy, I think his speed is really, really helpful. And also he's got that fucking dog in him. And look, I kind of respect the Spurs just being this young and talking whatever shit they want, but you got to match that energy. And Alvarado is he's always going to match the energy. No one's going to have more energy than Jose Alvarado. So I wanted to shout him out because I think that can get lost, with everything that happened in the game. But thought his minutes in the first half were they were kind of vital actually, because that's when Brunson went out with the knee thing and the Knicks had gone down by 8, right, to end the first quarter. So he came in and, he was relentless. And he even, he got a goaltend on Wemby. He was a fucking dog, man. That was a great team win. Just a fucking awesome team win. And, we're 3 more away from Tyrese having to book super expensive tickets because jet fuel's running out to come to New York for the parade.
I'm so excited for it. Also, really quickly, I just want to recap. Knicks had more points in the paint. 50,
That's what I
42.
thought. Yeah, I was going to say that.
Um,
What was the paint? What was the points in the paint? If you don't mind, if you don't know if you have the numbers.
50 to 42.
Yeah.
So the Knicks had more points in the paint. The Knicks had more bench points, which is why I don't know why everybody was talking about the Spurs bench as being strong. Their bench stinks.
Did Keldon Johnson even play in the second half?
I think he barely played. And
if he was invisible.
Which has been the thing for Keldon Johnson this entire playoffs. He's not good.
Is he shooting like 42% from the field in the playoffs?
He was terrible against OKC in Game 7, and then he randomly aura farmed that 3, and everybody was fucking glazing him for that.
My favorite thing from listening to National NBA podcast over this last week or so, previewing the NBA Finals, was hearing about how the championship experience of Harrison Barnes and Luke Cornett would shine through in this series. I love their minutes on the court today, by the way.
I guess if that's really the bar, Bridges has played in the finals, Clarkson's played in the finals. So I don't know. Who cares about that shit? It's stupid anyway. But yeah, I mean, and you talk about coaching adjustments. I know Tyrese, Sam, probably everybody in the comments here, at the end of that first half, it was you can't keep leaving Julian Champagnie wide open in the corner. What are you doing? How many open threes he got in the second half? None. How many? Did you get any? Not one. Not one. That is how you adjust in game, because guys are going to make mistakes, and the Spurs are a good team. They have this fucking mutant alien that rolls down the paint constantly that you have to pay attention to. And Mitch Johnson, who I did not have strong opinions about prior to the season, I think he's really proven to be a pretty adept coach at times, especially his defensive adjustments. They're going to get you sometimes. So how do you counter that? And how, what you saw in that game, that's what it is. That's the chess match. And I'm just going to say this. I don't care if people want to continue to be he laid the foundation. That's fine. He laid the foundation. There is zero chance in hell Tibbs could win this game. No chance. Absolutely no chance. Look at how many different lineups Mike Brown tried out in this game. Look at how he figured out what worked, what didn't work. And by midway through the third quarter, he kind of figured out, okay, what is working. And guess the great thing about it is we know that the next game, he's not going to come in and be I figured out the formula. I just have to do exactly what I did in game 1. No, he's going to play it by ear. You have to feel these things out. And the Spurs will make adjustments. So you can't just have the same shit going on. And I trust Mike Brown to do that because he's shown and earned that kind of respect for me so far. So, I could literally just praise everyone on the Knicks tonight, but they deserve it. It was awesome.
Sorry, I just want to add, all Keldon Johnson does is try to play physical and have his titties bounce while he fucking grabs rebounds. He's not a good player.
He yells a lot in the huddle. You got to give him that.
Yeah, he yells a lot and he wears cowboy hats. So the breakdown, the second half breakdown, I kind of want to talk about really quickly. Wemby played 21 minutes. And he looked gassed in the fourth quarter. He looked absolutely gassed in the fourth quarter. They tried to do Luke Cornett. Luke Cornett was a minus 11 in 2 minutes. He can't play in the series. And I said it in Discord. I said,
including the first half, where I just want to say the reason they won the Cornett minutes in that first quarter is because I don't know what was going on with Brunson, but he was playing those minutes like Cornett was Wemby. He was passing. He had 2 turnovers. And I was shoot the fucking ball. You're open in the mid-range, just shoot the ball. And he tried to force that, one lob to Mitch that wasn't there. And then he tried to throw a pass out to Shamet when I'm you're open in the mid-range. Just take your little floater, take whatever. But yeah, I don't know. Somebody must have talked to him. Probably Rick was stop being a bitch. And the rest of the game, every time Cornett was out there, Brunson was he saw red and he was just going. And I think, I tweeted this out before the game. I was really curious to see kind of how they wanted to go about attacking the minutes where Wemby's not on the floor in terms of what lineups they put out there. I like the put Brunson, have Mitch as the center and just put shooters around them. I like that. I think that's a really, really good lineup for those minutes. Because Cornett can't. He's so focused on Mitch. You can see it. He can't play two. Obviously, not even close. I mean, nobody can the way Wemby can. So Brunson can operate pretty comfortably once he gets around. Once he turns the corner. And we saw that basically in every stint other than that first quarter one.
Also, Wemby had 7 turnovers this game. I just want to talk about that. So no, he had 6. He had 6 turnovers. And you know why he had all those turnovers? Because nobody can get dribble. Yes. No, I think he had 7 last game. But the last time they played the Knicks. But what happened was Wemby would try to dribble, do all that dribble shit, and he'd either dribble it off his foot or he'd drop the ball and he'd get stripped. He can't dribble. He cannot dribble in the series because there's too much length in the perimeter. And the Spurs can't get dribble penetration with their guards. Because De'Aaron Fox can't move his legs, Stephon Castle is a space cadet, and Dylan Harper isn't going to play those minutes in the fourth.
Absolutely loved when Stephon Castle was just like launching threes. I was just like, yes, keep shooting.
The way he shoots like he has a backpack on.
Dude, he made the one, and I was like fine with that because I'm like, yo, he might keep shooting now. Like,
yeah, he's gonna keep launching them. He feels good.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I'm in rhythm now. All right, buddy. Sure. Let's get to some super chats. This is from ZMP323. Thank you for the super chat, $20. 3 more. Yes, 3 more. Your math checks out. The math checks out. This is from @Azzy_Mazzy. Is this South African money? SIR?
Maybe.
Don't check.
Is that South African, like Real or something?
Saudi.
Oh, Saudi Reals. All right, there we go.
Hey.
Saudi. Jalen Brunson, best human alive. Yes.
I agree.
The greatest, followed by Karl Anthony Towns and Josh Hart and really just everyone involved with the Knicks. Maybe not the owner. This is from John Leary. Thank you for the super chat. 499. Is game 2 a must win for San Antonio? How nervous were you when Brunson left the game, Tyrese?
Game 2 is a must win for San Antonio because if they don't win game 2, they're probably gonna get beaten. If the Spurs don't win game 2, now you have to go win 3 in the Garden. They're not winning 3 in the Garden. I believed I had said Spurs in 5 on Twitter. And my rationale was I don't think the Spurs can win 2 in the Garden. And if the Knicks win 1 here, which they have, now all you need to do is win 2 games at the Garden. I know they can beat San Antonio in the Garden. Sorry, San Antonio here. If they beat San Antonio again, the series is over. Series is over if they beat San Antonio. I'm sorry. Because now you have to go potentially win 3 games in the Garden. And you have to hope that you play well enough for the Knicks to not win another game. And I just don't see that happening. Again, like the Knicks shot like shit this game. The Knicks shot like absolute shit this game.
And I think, look, part of that is also like
this was their rust game.
Yeah, but I mean, part of that is also like the Spurs are 100%. Like they're so much better on defense than fucking Cleveland or Philly or any of these teams. So I think some of the percentage is just down to that. Yeah, and what Sam said, like there's some rust, you're not comfortable. It's a feel out game, but like that's why I think it's always such an advantage to win game 1 because that's the game where you like kind of know the least about your opponent, right? It's like the one where you're, I don't know, like what's they going to do here? What are they going to do here? So to win this game is huge for the Knicks, and like I hate calling any of these games must win. The odds will tell you what they are. Like, you lose 2 games at home to start a series. Yeah, the odds are definitely not in your favor. To answer the second part, how nervous were you when Brunson left the game? Honestly, I was not that nervous because you're going to need to put like a fucking bullet in his brain to knock him out of a game. How many times have we seen Brunson leave a game and you think like, I don't know if he's going to make it. And then he comes back out and he's, Jalen Brunson. Like he's just, fucking between him and Josh Hart and like, whatever, Karl Anthony Towns, whatever. But like those 2 guys, you can criticize a lot of things. You can criticize a lot of things about the Knicks if you want. Anybody who, like, if they lose a game and if somebody's like fucking reaction is this team is soft, I don't want to.
That's why that whole narrative pissed me off all year. It's like they're soft, they don't handle adversity well. It's like, please shut up. Like, just watch this whole entire playoff run. Just watch this whole entire playoff run. I'm talking to you, Vince Goodwill, who blocked me because I said he had a big forehead.
Just look at their playoff run last year. Like they fucking overcame 3 20-point deficits on the road. They won 3 games on the road against Detroit to win that series. Like I don't know. You don't do that if you're not a mentally strong team. So yeah, like that narrative is stupid. I have no idea where it comes from. And the idea that like they would lose this toughness because Tibbs isn't on the sideline screaming ice at them every 5 seconds is like, I'll never get that one. Quite interesting.
Was Tibbs only talking about defensive coverages? my column.
Look at that guy right there. Ice. This one is from Andre Dreyer. Thank you for the super chat, pal. Isola and Scalabrine keep taking them L's. Knicks in 6. Hey man, let's. I picked Knicks in 6, but we'll see. Game 2's
very.
I don't want to call it a house money game because it's the NBA Finals. You can't call anything really a house money game. But when you win Game 1, there's definitely less pressure on you going into Game 2, especially on the road. So, what's the Knicks' record on the road now in the playoffs? They've lost one time. They lost one time on the road, right?
Yeah, they lost one time at home and one time on the road.
That's crazy.
So they won 2 in Cleveland. They won 3 in Atlanta.
We are literally witnessing an all-time team right now.
Yeah, but nobody wants to acknowledge it for whatever reason.
Well,
that's fine. We don't need to acknowledge it until they get 3 more wins, and we can all sit here and talk endlessly about how all-time they are.
Well, some people on the timeline are actually starting to recognize. Like, some people are like, you know what, this thing is not just like a weak East narrative and shit.
Because, like, for whatever reason, the idea was, they're just like, ooh, weak East. And it's like, we're not your little niggas. Like,
and even if so, like, if the East is so weak, why has no other team ever done it to this degree before? You've had the LeBron teams. You've had all those other teams that have been in the East. Why have none of them ever dominated to this degree?
No, you got to remember, you can't say that LeBron played in a weak East. That's very mean. Those battles against Paul Millsap, those resonate through NBA history. We're not going to diminish those insane battles.
Those battles with DeMar DeRozan and Patrick Patterson.
Also, Jalen Brunson is Michael Jordan in the clutch. And we literally
he's better than him in the clutch.
Yeah,
we have statistical proof to back it up now. So it's not
statistical proof that he's better than him in the clutch.
Like, this is the best playoff performance of the 2020s. Like, I've said it before. I've gotten pushback. He is the best playoff performer of the 2020s, and in 3 wins, he's going to stamp it.
If somebody tells you that next time, you should just call them racist.
No, but like I've heard the whole, what about Luka? Luka has missed a third of the playoffs in the 2020s. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has missed half of them. I don't want to hear shit about any other player. Jason Tatum can't handle playoff pressure, otherwise his Achilles pops. I am tired of the bullshit. Jalen Brunson is this good. Jalen Brunson has always been this good, and we are going to be in Darius Garland debates in December, and that's just how it goes.
I mean, I'm happy not to argue at all about that. This first comment from Tony Flota, aka Ant. Let's fucking go. Brunson is the father, the son. I really appreciate this misspelling. The son, as in the actual son that we revolve around, and the Holy Spirit. Yes, he is. He is. And actually,
it revolves around Jalen Brunson.
Because yes, exactly. The world revolves around Jalen Brunson. So I hope that was intentional. Good job. This is from John Leary. It's from another super chat. Appreciate it, John. Was it weird that Vegas had San Antonio's healthy favorites?
Not really.
It was to me. I mean, I don't. I want to be clear about this because I think
get where they were coming from in that, but yeah,
well, but here's the thing. Like, I think like people that are like, oh my god, how could the Spurs be favorites? Well, like, come on, let's be realistic. Like, they won 60 games. You beat the defending champs. Like, what you're trying to do as Vegas is set your price so that you're ultimately like getting even action on either side, because that's what the VIG is for, right? They make money then. Sometimes they'll, bet big and try and clean up, but like, that's ultimately what you're trying to do. So, but to me, the price was out of whack. I think there's also like, it's very hard to analyze this Knicks team in the sense that I think they profiled as a contender anyways coming out of the regular season, but they've clearly hit a higher gear now, and it's very hard to quantify it really in a way that makes sense. And there was a lot of like, well, they played weak competition and yada yada yada. I'll tell you what. Can somebody look up the odds? I'm going to look up the odds right now. I would bet the odds have shifted, not just because they won today, but because how they won, the margin they won by, and the fact that I think it shows pretty unequivocally whatever happens in the series, the Knicks are not here as like some fucking like
charity case.
Yeah, this is not a charity case.
Some scrappy underdog.
Yeah, like no, and maybe they are a scrappy underdog, but like, you know, guess what? Like a scrappy underdog can win sometimes. They can land some punches, and this team clearly has the ability to land punches. And one thing I will say, and I think we all agree on this. I'm not breaking any news here. The reason why I just felt really good about the Knicks in the series ultimately is I do think the series is going to be a lot of close games. I think they're going to be tight. Give me the team that has the better half-court initiator. Like, just give me that team, and that's
the great clutch player of all time.
Yeah. If you think the series is going to be tight, and everything I heard, even from national media, right, for most part, is this was going to be a close series. If you think the series is going to be tight, and you think the games are going to be tight, who do you actually trust to initiate offense in these tight games down the stretch?
De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. And like, honestly, I want to say this. We'll get to more comments. Thank you to Rich Paul. Thank you to Clutch. Thank you to
they got that boy a bag.
Thank you to the San Antonio front office for trading for him and for giving him that bag, because they can't bench him. Because what they really should do, just based on performance.
What does Rich Paul have to say about this on his podcast with Max Kellerman?
Is take out Fox and play Harper. Harper's clearly better than him already, and they can't do it because you're not benching a $60 million player in his first finals appearance who you've been fucking talking about he's his veteran experience and he's the guy that's going to lead us to the
he has rushing back from a high ankle sprain to play in this game.
Yeah.
You can't bench him. You can't
bench him. You cannot bench him. So this is what they're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Like, are you going to bench Stefan Castle to play Harper? Probably not. Are you going to play all three? Because if you play all three, you get a lot of diminishing returns. Your spacing absolutely fucking sucks. So like, give me the Knicks in a tight series. I don't know why you would pick against the Knicks, to be honest. Like, if you thought the series was going to be tight. So like, I don't know. I still think obviously the Knicks are far from clearing the finish line here, but I am very encouraged by the way this game went, how it ended. And obviously, look, the Knicks win, and you're in a strong position. You're in a very strong position. H22 U2J. Josh Hart, fucking incredible, man. Was so annoyed when he's in foul trouble because he kept pushing the pace for us.
Yeah, like if he wasn't in foul trouble, that game I think is a lot more steady in the second quarter. But also the fact that the Knicks were able to fight into it with Shaman shooting, I think that did matter. Yeah, man. Josh Hart just does so much things for this team, man. The fact that he's like willing to front Wemby in the post, and the fact that he's willing to chase guys like Castle and Harper and Fox around screens, like he again just warrior fucking spirit.
Yeah, no, he was great. And also, like, one thing I really like when they play Hart with Shamet and Deuce is what makes them different when they run in transition is McCall is always trying to slash, right? And that's fine. Like, he's really, really good at that. He's a great finisher in transition. The Spurs are like a very difficult team to finish at the rim on in transition. So it's like kind of tough sledding for him. OG I think he's always kind of like clumsy in transition unless he has a clean runway. But what I like about Hart and Shamet, when Deuce and Shamet play with Hart, and you saw it on that one sequence, right? Hart pushes it. He kind of gets in the middle of the lane, and then he throws it out to Deuce. They got it close to Deuce. Deuce swings into the corner to Shamet. Shamet gets a corner three, in rhythm corner three. Like I think those two guys specifically, and Brunson too, they understand how to
use space.
Space off of Hart. And that's why their chemistry and I think all their minutes together are so effective. So I think hopefully we see more of that. And again, like this is a series to me where I'm not worried about size that much, to be honest. Especially if like Josh is out there because he rebounds way bigger than his position. Like you can play three guards. You can play exactly the lineup we played, right? With Hart, Shamet, Deuce, Brunson, and whether it was Cat or Mitchell Robinson. You can definitely play that in this series. Because especially since Hart rebounds, and then both of our centers, right? Both Karl-Anthony Towns and Mitchell Robinson, they rebound the position really well. So I think hopefully Mike Brown continues to roll with that if it's working. And I have no reason to suspect he won't because he continues to feel the game, feel who has it going, feel what groups have it going, and roll with that.
Yep.
This is from Chris Bernard. Onions, nails, cojones, huevos, marbles, etc., etc. Jalen Brunson is, was, and forever will be that motherfucker. I can't believe I get to cheer for him. Jalen Brunson really saved our bitch-ass lives, man.
He saved our bitch-ass lives. The young bro saved our bitch-ass lives. Getting this win on the anniversary of firing Tom Thibodeau feels so fulfilling in a way that I can't describe.
Oh my God.
And there were people who gaslight you, listeners, fans, dear friends of mine. There will be people who gaslight you about the atrocities and the war crimes that Tom J. Thibodeau committed on this team, and I want to say hold the line because we know the truth, we know what got us here, and we know that Tom Thibodeau would not have been able to do what Mike Brown has done in order to get the Knicks to this point. So I am very glad that 1 year ago today, Tom Thibodeau was given the pink slip. I think I rushed onto this stream to talk about it, and it was one of the happiest days of my life.
Dog, I was at work, and I got that notification, bro. I was so geeked. I know the other teachers were looking at me like, yo, why is he like smiling at his phone so much? I was so happy.
I just want everyone to know the reason Sam's camera isn't on is because he's doing homework right now.
I'm sorry, I'm a grad school student. And my professors didn't care. My professors didn't care that today was game one of the NBA Finals, unfortunately. They're losers.
So why didn't you do homework over the weekend like a regular student?
It was assigned to me on Monday. It was due today.
So you couldn't lock it on Tuesday?
Yeah.
Dog, I had to read 4 chapters and another 24-page essay.
I'm hearing that Sam can't read well. That's
also, Spark knows my boy.
Also, I work a full-time job as a teacher, so during the day I do not have as much time to be reading as much as I would like to be for these classes.
Tyrese works a full-time job and he's a full-time troll. You can't compare those hours.
I was doing this podcast with my camera on, and then I would log off and do my papers.
I'm sorry that my papers due at 11:59. I'm still here. I'm still contributing. That should be good enough. I could have said, "Hey, I'm not doing the post game tonight. I'm gonna just do my homework."
Sam's like a lot like Tibbs. He helped lay the foundation, but
he can't cross the finish line.
Oh my God!
So we have to go bring in the new host.
I could have called off tonight. I could have called off tonight, but I didn't. I locked in. I watched the game.
Got another super chat here. Thank you to the D1995B. $10 super chat. Appreciate it. Brunson powering through Scott Foster's bullshit and still got it done on a bum knee and ankle. Cat with beautiful candid moment in the postgame. I haven't seen any of the postgame comments. I love this team so much, man. Team of destiny.
Apparently, Scott Foster against the spread is just like the freest money of all time. 10 straight.
The thing is, like, nobody could watch this game though and be like, Scott Foster fucking handed it to the Knicks today. Like, you can't. There's no way you could argue that. Like, there's just no way.
Scott Foster had his whistle up his ass, man. Give me a break.
Scott Foster was definitely doing some things. I just can't get over. I'm gonna like somebody needs to just do like we need Teg to do like a super clip of all Josh Hart's rebounds today, because he had some in the second half that were like, I don't even know where he came from. Like I literally would just appear. He was like he just appeared. He teleported into like and would like there was one Champagne basically had, and Hart was like, nope, not today, not today. He was fucking man. I can't say enough about the rebounding. It was crazy. And as a defensive rebounding appreciator, yeah, Josh Hart will always have a place in my heart, and he's always good in my books.
First team all immigrant dad's favorite player.
You think so? Is he your dad's favorite player?
Yes.
Okay, he's not. Brunson's
I feel like just a lot of old heads. I feel like just a lot of old heads in general just love Josh Hart.
My dad cheers for Josh Hart
was his favorite player.
Like my dad got more excited for Josh Hart rebound than he did for me getting my master's.
I don't know if that's something you want to say on here, man.
I'm kidding, obviously,
that makes
but
sense.
like,
That's how immigrant dads are. Like my dad.
But also, I was more excited for Josh Hart rebounds than me getting my master's.
My dad has never. My dad's never been excited about anything that I've done. It's like there's nothing that matters to him.
Well, he's also a Celtics fan, so like
summa cum laude, you could have did better.
Yeah.
Josh Hart.
Yeah. Oh well, that's good job, Art. You're not a doctor though, so you failed at life.
I'll get there.
John Mary 8115, getting one on the road is so huge for sure. This is pretty crazy. Jordan Bubb posted this. Jalen Brunson, his first finals game, 30 points, 13 in the fourth quarter, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. The assists being low don't actually bother me, because to me, the Spurs they're defending him to they're daring him. Go score one-on-one. And one thing I will say, I can feel in some of these moments, he wants to take that step back 3 on the right wing, and he's just not doing it because he hasn't hit. He's not shooting well on pull-ups in the postseason. I don't care. He needs to take that shot. He can get that shot. They were giving it to him tonight on multiple occasions, and he kind of like forced his way into the mid-range. And most of the time, he did not convert on those. But that shot is there for him. He's got to pull it. That's his money. That's his fucking like zone, man. That's how many game-winning clutch shots does he have right from that spot? He's got to pull the trigger on that. He's going to have more opportunities in the series to do it.
Yeah.
This is a quote from Brunson. Thanks again to Jordan for posting it. It wasn't really my night most of the night, but we just kept chipping away, kept finding a way. Jared R says, I'm already scared of the refs for game 2. Spurs are legit, and this will be a dogfight, but we got 3 more to go. Wemby was also gassed on the stretch. Hart is a motherfucking dog.
I honestly am just not scared of the refs at this point. Like, I'm not gonna say it was the best officiated game, but also
they kind of cleaned things up a little bit in that like third and
second half
quarter a little bit. Yeah,
the first half was nuts.
That second quarter was crazy.
Yeah, they took 6 free throws to the Knicks 3, but it was just like Brunson getting held on the jersey, no call. The way that Shamit ate the screen, no call. The second half was a lot cleaner.
The funniest thing out of all of this is like OKC fans being like, "See, these guys are devils too. It's not just us."
Like, no.
No.
Not you.
No, but I look. I think the conversation is going to start to change. But like, what was that? That's the thing that Spoelstra said about this team. I don't remember. We played them at the Garden and we beat them. And Spoelstra had a quote after the game where he was like, "This team has he said the Knicks, they have a relentless will to win." That's what he said. They have a relentless will to win, and people can doubt that, and they can call them soft at various points. And every time they lose a game, it's like, oh my god, should they trade everyone for fucking Giannis Antetokounmpo and whatever? But it is true. They came down from 22 down against the Cavs and won game 1. Right? They were down 14 today in the third quarter, and it was tied by the end of the third quarter. I thought that that huddle they showed with Towns in the first half, where he was like, don't fucking worry about the percentages. Keep defending the way we're defending.
Yeah, he was telling them yo, we're holding them to 34% right now. Just keep up with the defense.
And I agree with him. If the Knicks if it's basically a draw defensively, the Knicks will win this series because they are
Because
a better
Brunson's shot making in the half court alone.
They're just a more talented offensive team. It's just very, very obvious to me. They're a better scoring team.
You're not moved by the championship pedigree of Harrison Barnes?
Harrison Barnes got
the fact that was actually like a talking point by several media people, like it actually angers me because Harrison Barnes hasn't been relevant in the clutch in a playoff situation in ever.
The only memory I have of Harrison Barnes in the finals is literally
choking away.
Yeah, it's just in 2016 where the Cavs game plan was quite literally like
leave Harrison Barnes wide open.
Yeah, leave Harrison Barnes wide open, and if he beats us, we'll live with it. And
Harrison Barnes did not beat them.
Narrator voice.
Draymond almost did, but Harrison Barnes did not.
He had the fancy backpack on that day. This is from Andre Dreyer. Appreciate the super chat again. If we win the Tony Brothers game, we win the series.
Yeah.
Isn't Tony Brothers like OKC's guy though? Like, doesn't he like flirting with like Lou Dort and them?
No, he does. I mean, Tony Brothers is just that guy is out of control, man. His eyebrows are also out of control.
Like, doesn't he like not like basketball? Like, why are you a referee, sir?
Well,
go be an office manager.
There's a lot of interesting things if you go to his ref profile page. And
I'll leave
it at that. Nemo Petiter says, thanks, Nemo. Kolek was flawless. He was great
energy.
Yes.
On the bench.
Great towel waving.
Great Gatorade cup handling. Yep. Transferring of towels to Josh Hart. Yep.
He probably has I feel like he's probably like a good conversation on the bench.
I think his claps for 36 minutes have been incredibly high this run.
He's actually got some like decent playing time.
Who do you think's the most fun to sit next to on the bench?
Jeremy Sohan.
You think so?
Are like the bench warmers, or are you talking about just like in general?
No, bench warmers.
Okay, Jeremy Sohan, easy.
Yeah, probably Sohan. He has the most personality.
Because like
you could talk to him about like soccer.
Nadia doesn't talk. Mo doesn't talk.
I think Dior talks. He talks.
Okay, but like he speaks like
Dior.
Like no.
Dior definitely talks to like Sohan and them for sure.
Like Dior talks to Huck 40 and that's it.
No, he talks to Josh Hart for sure. They're always fucking around about soccer, man.
Okay, okay, fine. Aside from the guys who actually watch soccer, also fuck Arsenal. Aside from the guys who talk soccer, like I don't think Dior talks at all. Sohan at least seems funny and has personality.
He's a good troll.
I don't want to hear Tyler Kolek talk because I'm scared about what he might say. He might end up in a rally.
Dog.
Him and Jackson Dart look very similar, so I'm scared.
Oh, man.
I don't know. Where's Kolek from? He's from what? Delaware?
Rhode Island.
Rhode Island?
Yeah. Just keep wearing the
depends where in Rhode Island.
He might be he decent chance he's an ally, actually.
Yeah. There's some good peoples in Rhode Island.
He let's just say him and Mr. Dolan might not see eye to eye politically. That's all I'll say.
But he also looks like Dolan's son, so I think he'll be accepted anyway. I think KG made that joke once. He's like, "Oh yeah, Dolan's son," and I was like, "Oh shit."
Yo, did you see the fucking KG clip before the series?
That shit was so funny.
Why was he like it was hilarious, and thank you for riding so hard for the Knicks. Why the fuck was he having like an aneurysm?
Dog, he low-key kind of low-key kind of hates Paul Pierce. Like if you like watch like a lot of their clips, like he'll be arguing with Paul Pierce about bullshit, bro. Especially when it comes to the Knicks. Like when it comes to the Knicks, like KG be going hard, especially against Paul Pierce, because Paul Pierce just be hating for no reason. He basically like has called him like a drug addict multiple times on that podcast. Yeah, he like legitimately like hates him. Like thanks for 08, but like you're a fucking bitch.
But that was crazy. He was like legit. I was like, dude, are you? What are you like? Did you like black out and think
he was like genuinely upset that like Paul Pierce even made the?
Do you think you played for the Knicks at some point or something? It was so crazy. He just kept going. It was like 2.5 minutes. It was like it just kept going.
He was genuinely angered at the stance that Paul Pierce took in that argument. It's like, how dare you?
Hiasio says, Cat dominant tonight. Spurs have no answers for him. And he also says, remember, guys, the Spurs play the cleanest defense in the history of all sports. What I thought was interesting, and I agree,
Ethical,
the Spurs, the Spurs, Wemby, he apparently can assault Karl Anthony Towns and not a foul. But I thought it was interesting that Wemby started, he was on Cat for the majority of the game, right?
Yes. They're so scared. Like, they know they can't.
Yeah, that actually kind of like shocked me a little bit.
Well, what I wonder if Wemby was like, I want that matchup. I feel like that might have happened.
And he lost.
Yeah, because he probably thought like, oh, I could punk him like I did to Chat Holmgren just now.
We not you little niggas. Little niggas have big homies.
Bruh, this performance, the funniest thing about tonight also was like people just like shitting on chat and be like, yo, Cat is like dominating this nigga. Like, why did you like look like such a bitch?
No, well, what you see is literally the difference.
You see the difference in their skill,
and more than that, like strength,
talent,
and
strength. Yeah,
straight up strength. Because when Cat got even with Wemby, like Wemby couldn't bump him. Like he could not bump him off his line. Like he had that one crazy block, but he couldn't bump him off his line, and you're always in danger then because Cat is. Dude, once he started
even Mitch too. Like Mitch got that travel call on him late in the game too. That was a real pivotal call right there.
That was such a great possession of defense, man.
Once Cat starts once he gets going downhill, that motherfucker's like Brandon Jacobs against Charles Woodson. That's what it's like. Yeah, bro, you don't want to get in front of that.
Like you don't, man. Like it was just like, and he kept doing it in the first quarter, and it's like it's either you're gonna put a wing on. Cat, and Cat just get those same straight line drives, or you.
Bro, they had like De'Aaron Fox on him on like one possession. I was like, what the hell is going on here?
And then they passed it like Shaman in the corner, and they're like, either they scored or like it was just a rough possession. But it's like they know they don't have any answers. Their only answer would be like playing big, but then it's like Luke Cornett against Karl Anthony Towns.
We saw that last year against Boston, bro. We will take that. That's free eats.
Exactly. Like, this is what it comes down to. It's like I think McJosh is a good horse. I don't think he has the horses for this. There's not another team in the league that has this lot of talented size. There are teams that are big. There are teams that are talented. Not a lot of teams have this amount of talented size in the roster.
Cleveland was so-called big.
I mean, it's also like, again, look, I think that I saw a lot of shit where there was this conversation, right? Especially after the Timberwolves lost to the Spurs, where it was like, there were people that were like, "Oh my god, like this is where you like would love to have Karl Anthony Towns instead of these guys." And then there were people that were like, "Well, Towns hasn't played anybody. Like, you guys are like, let's see what he looks like when they face up." And what I will say is, thank you, Tim Connolly. I appreciate it. Thank you to Alex Rodriguez, your final service to the city of New York. Thank you to all of them, because I'll tell you this, man. If that Minnesota team had Karl Anthony Towns instead of fucking Naz Reid and Julius Randle, that series could have been different. It could have been, because the way Cat is playing right now is, I mean, like this is quite literally when he was drafted number 1 overall. This was the vision for him. Like this was literally it, where he's this all-around offensive talent who's got a complete bag, right? Can shoot the ball from distance, can do stuff off the drive. Has really good passing feel and touch, and then is also a really capable defender on the other end of the floor. Like it's all coming together for him right now at the perfect time for him, at the perfect time for the Knicks. And like, yeah, this is what it was supposed to be. And look, the Knicks win. We'll have some interesting conversations because he spent how many years in Minnesota? 9? Was it 9?
Yeah.
He was there for? He had how many coaches? He had Tom Thibodeau twice, once in Minnesota, once in New York. He had Flip Saunders and Ryan Saunders and fucking whoever else there. None of these guys got this out of him, got this two-way play out of him. Mike Brown's been here for 9 months, spent most of the time calling Cat a fucking bitch, and has unlocked like what the ceiling of this player was supposed to be when he got selected number 1 overall and was getting called, like generational talent, was the guy that GMs were voting as like, oh yeah, I'd want that guy to build a franchise around above anybody else. I mean, this is why. This is why. Like, this is what the talent looks like when it's fully unlocked.
Yeah, I mean, he just does everything at such a high level. Like, I mean, I've heard the 2011 Dirk comparisons for him, just the way he's been able to kind of rewrite his legacy in this sense, and they're all warranted. The fact that he's been able to do these things as a defender, as a passer, still being able to contribute on offense as well. He didn't even hit a 3 tonight, but the fact that he just exists as a 3-point spacing threat just gives him so much ability to do other things, open up other lanes. The turnover problem has not been a problem this entire run. Like, I think he had 1 turnover in the second half. Actually, he had no turnover in the second half. The only turnover the Knicks had in the second half was like a Brunson giveaway. Like, Karl-Anthony Towns has just been immaculate. He has been absolutely immaculate, and he only took 15 shots this game. Like, 18 points and 50 shots doesn't seem amazing, but the fact that he was just able to do what he was able to do and contribute the way he's able to contribute just makes him so effective. And
12 rebounds, right? And 4 offensive rebounds. A couple of those were putbacks. Like, there's nothing else to say, man. Like, he's everything you could have wanted him to be when you traded for him. Yeah, like, that's it. That's all there is to say, really. How many bigs are you even like considering trading this version of Karl-Anthony Towns for?
None.
Right?
None. I don't. Wemby, by definition, but also like, I don't think Wemby's there yet physically. I don't think Wemby's there as a passer.
What did Devontae Adams say? Too young. He's not ready.
I thought he said hello Miles or something like that. Fuck them. I can't believe they got Myles Garrett.
Yeah, I know.
It's ridiculous. Like, enough. And fucking Aaron Donald's gonna come back. Stay retired, man. Are you kidding me? Blood of the Panther.
Big sport. We're worried about our Knicks.
Blood of the Panther. Thank you for the super chat. For $5. Appreciate it. We sweeping French fry the fraud. Hashtag wee wee.
French fry.
I'm telling you, man. That game 2 may define the series for the Knicks if they win it. Like,
I mean, if you win game 2, like I don't. If you win game 2, I don't think the Spurs are the type of team that's gonna like roll over and die the way the other teams have. Yeah, like that's not gonna happen. But
it becomes increasingly difficult to win.
I mean, they're a young team. Like they will not have faced anything like this before. Yeah, like it's a lot. It's a lot. And you're going to the Garden. The Garden's going to be fucking crazy for game 3.
You're going to see Kylie Jenner up in the front row, man. Like, shit's different when you see Kylie Jenner in the Garden. I'm trying to think of
Kylie Jenner have them shaking?
Kylie Jenner going to have everybody shaking. Trying to think who else might be there at this point now. Like, who's going to come out of the woodwork? Like, are we going to get fucking Adam Sandler for a game? Maybe. Nobody else fine though. I can't think of anybody else fine. Be fucking Edie Falco and shit. Anyway.
Wemby was a -3 tonight. So.
Oh yeah! Wow, they lost the Wemby minutes.
If they lose the Wemby minutes, even if they're neutral in Wemby minutes, the series is done. It's done. There's no way they can win the series unless Wemby's minutes are like not just positive, but like double digit.
Overwhelmingly positive. Yeah.
Has to be like minimum.
How many minutes did he play tonight?
30.
Wemby?
38.
Yeah,
he's gonna have to go 43 plus. And
the minutes
at that point, I don't even know, bro.
The minutes are catching up to him because he had to max out in game 1 against OKC. He maxed out in game 2 against OKC, and then there was game 7 against OKC, which was like however many minutes he played in that game, and they were high intensity minutes. It's like tonight's game, right? How many of those do you have in you? A guy his size who has not been here before. So like your body is it's getting used to like the grind of the whole season and then the postseason and then each stage of the postseason getting harder and harder and harder. It's tough for him. So we'll see. I think I don't want to say the longer the series goes, the advantage to the Knicks, because I prefer the series doesn't go long. That would be nice. But like, you do feel like even with the extended breaks that are involved, I don't know. I just feel like you saw a lot of the fatigue today. I know he had 12 rebounds, and I know they out-rebounded the Knicks. I kind of felt like the
It
Knicks
didn't feel like it, man.
Yeah, it felt
They
like the
didn't
Knicks were
grab
taking
like the
advantage.
ones that mattered.
Yeah, I mean, it just felt like the Knicks kind of ultimately outworked them when it mattered. And yeah, I mean, Towns straight up tonight, anyway, he straight up outplayed him. I mean, there's really no two ways about it. He straight
Only
up outplayed
him.
Wemby tonight. So, and Zakoli says here, yeah, like Josh Hart had more rebounds than Wemby. Yeah.
Dog, the shit that Wemby was throwing up at the rim at the end of the game, bro, I was just like,
And
wow.
still getting calls for it? Nuts.
Oh, man.
Brandon Williams says, I don't need to see any more OG midi pull-ups.
He looks scared on some of them.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you have to take them.
Yeah, no, they have to. The Knicks have to take middies. Like, that's just.
But one thing I will say is on some of these middies, hopefully, like now that he's seen it, there were a couple where like he has a pass to the opposite corner. Like he's got that pass if he sees it, and he just didn't see it in time today, maybe. And obviously, we know he's not like some dynamic passer off the dribble, but I don't mind him getting into the middle of the floor. I just think it doesn't need to be a midi pull up. I don't mind him taking one or two, but if he gets in the middle, like there are passes to the corners available to him. Like they were there tonight. He just didn't see it.
Thoughts on Mitch tonight, guys?
Thought he was good. After
the
first stint was terrible. I don't know what was going on there. After that, I thought he was good. He had that great, and they highlighted it on the broadcast. The one where he basically like boxed out Wemby, and Brunson got the angle for the layup.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was
good old Gortat.
That's the thing that Mitch can do and has a feel for that Cat doesn't as a screener. And like Brunson,
intangible shit like that, man.
Yeah, and Brunson really benefits from that. So I don't. It's hard to be like I want to see more Mitch because it means like you're seeing less Cat. And I don't want to play double big really in this series. I don't think you need to. I don't think
because the Spurs are not going to do it either.
Yeah, like I mean, maybe
they know it doesn't maximize what they want to do.
They just don't have the bit. Like, they don't have the bit.
Like I think it would just like
you're not moved by Bismack Biyombo, key contributor of the Toronto Raptors in 2016.
No, I'm not.
Does Kelly Olynyk of Washington Wizards fame not move you?
What did you say there, Tyrese? I missed the end.
I was saying like I think you could probably get away with running double big simply because like Wemby's going to take breaks during quarters, and my thing is if Luke Cornett is your sole big out there, like. But again, like they were torching Luke Cornett like any which way. Like that's the thing. Like I think you can run double big against Wemby. I'd be interested to see that look.
You can, but I don't mind keeping that. Like you don't need to play that card right now. Like play it if you need to at some point. You can. I don't think you need to do it right now. Like it can stay. Like to quote our former coach David Fizdale. I got that in my back pocket. I know I always got that in my back pocket. Sure, buddy. Whatever you say. No, I don't know. Like, I agree with you. You can play it. Do you need to? I don't know. Not yet. And to be fair to him, like, he's been consistent in terms of he kind of just hasn't really used it much throughout the season and especially in the postseason. So, and the results speak for themselves. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of hard to be like, geez, it's the wrong choice when we're doing historic shit. This is super chat from Jeffrey Glenn. Thank you so much. 12 wins in a row, and the Knicks still haven't played any good teams.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's such a shame. When will we finally play a good team? According to the many pundits out there,
it'll be nice. I hope we get face one soon. Maybe we'll play.
Guys, we can listen to NBA podcasts again tomorrow.
I'm excited to listen to Bill Simmons talk about this game.
Oh yeah.
Well, you can't lose the Champagne game if you're the Spurs. and how are they going to recover? I guess he'll have probably like, let's say Vernon. Like, Vernon, how do you think they're going to recover? Well, I don't know. Brunson is just a motherfucker, man. He just makes shit happen. Okay, but Verno, it just now it just kind of feels like you have to win 5 out of 7 games.
He loves saying that. He loves saying that.
He likes that, and the other one he likes is he's always like he's like all you got to do is win 4 out of 7, and I'm like,
yeah, so easy.
that's quite literally how a best of 7 series works. Yep. Correct.
The Knicks. If you're the Knicks, you feel great about this. Like even if you get split, you come home, you bring it back to the Garden, Tim Chalamet, having a blast.
Keldon Johnson, he just gives a shit. I like that. I don't know. That's not he's one of those guys. He just gives a shit.
You can't teach that.
Dylan Harper, just what a guy, man. Just makes fucking shit happen.
Bro, Dylan Harper, this guy's like literally trying to do he's trying to make like an IG reel on every single play after he scores. It's like a 10-second celebration. Like, relax.
The Spurs are the lightest skinned team in the league, and we just saw the Oklahoma City Thunder play for 7 games. Like, if you thought Oklahoma City Thunder were Gen Z, like the Spurs literally try to out-mob the camera every time they try to do some shit. Like, no. Why the fuck is Dylan? I get it, you're mixed, Dylan Harper, but you do not need to be doing you don't need to be posing for the camera.
Oh my god!
This is why we can't let why in the world is Dylan Harper? We get it, bro. We saw your baby picture. We know you're mixed. Enough.
Hopefully his mom's at the next game.
I know mom's decent. Mom's decent.
Mom's more than decent.
Carter Bryant.
Don't let Clyde see his mom.
Mom look like his sister.
Mom looking very young. From Kurt Monk. Bro, Mike Brown subbed in Shamit. There you go. For that last defensive possession, which got overturned and pretty much ended. I don't know about ended the series, but shout out Mike. Ended the game, that's for sure.
Salam Shamit, man. Shout out to Salam Shamit.
And they talked about this on the broadcast, right? That the key though is Fox had the angle on the drive. He could have gotten a layup, probably. They would have been fine with him getting a layup, but they want to hunt the 3 there, and they stayed home on the shooters. That was huge. And again, this is the type of thing. How did we lose in game 1 against Indiana last year? Is just letting Neesmith get hot. You're just not paying attention to him and giving up threes. That's not what happened today. They cleaned up on the 3-point shooting, 3-point defense, especially in the second half. And look, I can't wait if the Knicks win the series and the Spurs shoot. What do they shoot tonight? 26% from 3. I can't wait to hear about, oh my God, the shooting luck the Knicks got it in their favor is historic. And I just struggled. If you watched this game tonight, especially in the second half, do you really think the Knicks got lucky with that percentage they shot? I don't. Felt pretty accurate.
Jacoby, how lucky did the Knicks going to keep getting this entire run? Their opponents are shooting 28% from 3. How much do you expect to hold up?
Wemby hit he hit the corner of the backboard.
He hit the corner of the top of the backboard. Of the side.
Yeah. And then it somehow fell in Champagne's hands. I'm like, that's ridiculous. That's a joke. You got to be kidding me. How does that even happen?
Champagne has magnets in his hand. That's why.
Look, Wemby needs to learn how to shoot off the backboard from the corner from Deuce, all right? Not everybody knows how to do that.
Oh, that shot was insane.
That was so funny. Tyrese was so happy when that shot went in.
I was very happy. I had a tweet ready. I didn't get
layups made against the Spurs this postseason. Chet Holmgren 5, Karl Anthony Towns 6. Dog, that has to be the funniest stat of the night.
Once again, we keep saying it. We are not your little niggas.
Dog, 5 layups in 7 games. Karl Anthony Towns just fucking beast moded that in 1 game.
Bro, but it shows you the difference in the caliber of player too, because they never put Wemby on Chet, or if it did, it was on cross matches and stuff. But that was never his primary matchup. Carlton Towns.
Well, apparently Chet Holmgren is all NBA, so I don't know, Schwinn. I don't know.
I know the All NBA is a regular season thing. I think maybe we should do the voting after the season. I don't know.
We should because then Jalen Brunson would have made first team 3 times.
Well, not just that.
It's honestly getting ridiculous. The way these guys are shrinking.
The entire third team looks ridiculous now. It was Chet. It was Jalen Johnson.
They all shriveled up like prunes in the playoffs.
It was Maxey. Who else was on that?
Jamal Murray, and Duren.
Come on.
Oh, they all shriveled up like prunes.
Cat's a different level to these guys. Ace Bouchard says game 2 is a must win. Every game is a must win. True.
Yeah, it's 0-0. And they gotta play. We gotta play desperate, and it's 0-0.
Hayase Eel says Spurs offense is basura, yo.
Yes.
And Rob 1321 says Spurs players just kept yapping, laughing my ass off. Never go again, Tyrese.
Okay, so since we're playing with house money, can I go to game 2?
No. You don't even.
Tyrese, what the hell, man?
You're not paying for the ticket either. Come on. Give me a break.
Yeah, I'm not.
By the way, it's fucking crazy how many Knicks fans were there.
That was wild.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I know they flew some fans down there, but there was still a huge ass turnout regardless.
I just drove by the arena and I just kind of cried a little bit, but it's okay. I was like, man.
You aura farmed?
I aura farmed the arena. And then I just went home. Then I work right by it, so I'm like, this is nice.
Oh man. This High Seals says imagine having such a one-sided whistle and still losing by double digits.
It was one-sided in the first half. In the second half, I thought it was pretty decent.
Yeah, it was. That's an entire half.
Yeah.
How many free throws did the Knicks get from just intentional fouls? Was it 8 or 4? Sorry, it was 2 fouls at the end of the game that were intentional, right?
I think the one on McHale, and then I think there was one on.
Well, that one wasn't intentional. That was, by the way, that was a really smart play by McHale. But OG got fouled twice, and they were both intentional, I think.
Okay, yeah. You're right.
So, they actually got the actual free throw difference here is 14 to 25. So, look, I don't care, man. If the Knicks, like I said, you're probably not going to win the whistle in this game, in this series. So you have to accept that, and you have to find a way to battle through it. And for the most part, the Knicks did do that. There was 2 occasions in the second half. There was one where OG got fouled on a drive, probably. But he was laying on the ground and he just kept yelling at the refs. I was like, dude, get the fuck up. The play is happening. Please get up. But then he hit it through in the next possession and I forgave him. T-Blue 42 says that OG scoring explosion kept us in it.
Yeah, the most weirdest 17-point game I've ever seen, probably. It didn't feel like he had 17.
OG's computer, he's gonna reboot it after game 1, and all of his decisions will be perfect moving forward, so he'll be fine.
He was so interesting tonight.
I think he just did not want to get into paint. A lot of his finishes are dunks and high quality shots at the rim, and he doesn't get those when he's in the game.
Yeah. Jordan Bubb posted this. Leonard Shaman off the bench, 13 points, 3 of 6 from 3, leading all remaining players in bench threes. I was when he missed the first 3, I was like, oh no, he lost his powers.
The funny thing is the fact that he missed more threes in this game than he did all of the conference finals is so funny to me. Holy shit, dude.
Oh man, he's been awesome, and his defense was really good again today too. I don't know, Mike Brown. I made fun of him all year because the way he talked about Landry Shamet was fucking wild. Keep doing what you got to do, man. I don't know.
I get it though.
Mike Brown's just pushing all the right buttons here. He's on fire right now.
My racially ambiguous king. Yeah.
Gotta love this tweet from Emmanuel Acho, by the way. After the first quarter. He said 1 quarter into the NBA Finals, Jalen Brunson is affirming the concerns people have about small guards being able to win it all. The closer you get, the more physical it gets. So far, Brunson's body is betraying him.
Okay. First of all, Emmanuel Acho, I think Joy Taylor might have betrayed you. And what I actually want to say is I was thinking about this, and the actual like thing with small guards that has been like the why there's such a problem. It's not the offense. It's the defense. That's historically been the thing that people talk about, right? Even remember with Steph, it was like, oh, what's he going to do when LeBron James hunts him in a mismatch or James Harden hunts him in a mismatch? It's like, well, one, yeah, dude, if a Hall of Famer goes at you, it's probably like hard for anybody, not just like Steph Curry or pick a random guard. So that's a stupid thing. But like that, the concern is always about the defense. It's not the offense. Who the hell was ever like, I don't know if Steph Curry is good enough offensively for them to win a championship with him. Like the Knicks, like if there is a concern with Jalen Brunson, it is that maybe his defense isn't good enough to go through 4 playoff rounds and all that. Maybe.
And his head's too big.
Yeah, that too. But like the idea that offensively there's some fatal flaw that you can't, succeed with him and win at a high level with him, that's just stupid. I'm sorry. Like it's just dumb and doesn't make any sense. And it doesn't even, it's a complete goalpost move of what the actual concern is for small guard, especially for elite offensive guards, right? Like the reason Steph Curry ever had any doubts about it would have been the defensive end of the floor. Anybody that told you Steph's offense, well, they might just put somebody big on him, that could be a problem. It's like, okay, you're actually just stupid. Like, I don't know. I mean, there's nothing else to talk about. There isn't. Like, they're just dumb. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to converse with you about? I don't know about Steph Curry's offense. So again, what if they put like fucking, I don't know. Oh, they're gonna put Tony Allen on him? Cool, dude. Like great.
Bro, remember Delhi being the Curry stopper?
Yeah. Oh, Matthew Dellavedova, he could really be a problem. Sure, he shoots like he has a backpack on too.
No had to go to the fucking hospital.
It's just I just think that again, like I'm trying so hard not. I'm waiting 3 games, 3 more wins, and
dog.
Mrs. Hammond,
fly, bro.
Mrs. Hammond will
she's gonna have to fucking evacuate the fucking country, man.
There was a shot in the game where like they were promoting the WNBA game, and
yes,
like,
they showed the Hammond jersey,
and I was like, oh, the producer knows his shit. While brother was walking that, I was like, the producer knows his shit. I popped for it, and my dad's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, you don't get it. It's okay though.
Zach Composto 535 says Cat Towns' defense has been special.
Real quick, I really enjoy the fact that like Cat Towns is legitimate nickname for him.
Yeah, I like that this is a thing now.
It's like fucking Casey Concepcion. It's like, no, you're just in Concepcion twice, but it's okay. Oh, it's so funny.
Casey Concepcion.
RJ Barrett, like no, dude, like it's already fucking Rowan Barrett. Like we know, dude. What the fuck?
Well, no, that makes sense though, because the J is for.
Oh yeah, the J is junior. Okay.
Yeah.
What am I thinking of? Whatever.
That's really special though that you found a way to hate on RJ in this.
We can't forget our roots, man. Just because we're up, you don't want to forget your roots.
And yeah, no, Towns' defense has been awesome. He's like, I'll just say this, and this isn't a knock really on Mitch. Cat's defense has been better than Mitch in the playoffs for at least
wild times we are in right now. Wild times.
Yes.
So, yeah, I mean, his just discipline tonight really stood out, and he's really become good at like contesting without totally abandoning his man on the glass. Like he had a couple really good ones today on Cat. So yeah, he's been awesome, man. I don't even know what to say. Like his growth defensively this year is. If the Knicks win a title, like it's up there. It's up there for one of the biggest reasons why. E-Rock_Daily says, how many guys' numbers are we retiring?
Brunson, Cat, Mitch.
Whole starting 5.
Yeah, honestly, the whole starting 5. And then Mitch.
And the number's gone.
And then Mitch. Honestly, Landry Shamet gets an honorable mention.
Should we?
Mitch won't get it.
Mitch will get it.
I retire number 5 for the number of picks we traded away for
no, because Jose Alvarado deserves a number. Honestly, Mitch is gonna get it. Mitch will get it. Like he's been one of the best Knicks for the
Actually,
last
you're
decade.
right. Mitch will get it. Him and Dolan see eye to eye. So
yes, that and also like he is going up all time Knicks leaderboards for games played. He's gonna be a Knick for a decade. He's probably gonna win a championship.
let's see.
That'll get you in.
We'll see. You're gonna give him the Nick Collison?
Yeah, give him the Collison. Hell, I will give.
There
Moody
are
Award.
worse players that have gotten their numbers.
No, of course, yeah.
Yeah. Plus, like at the end of the day, man, like Mitchell Robinson has given us many great moments, both on the court and off the court. So hey,
the best thing is if we win a title, is they're definitely not going to retire Carmelo's number. Then there'll be no reason to. It'll be fantastic.
He gets mudded by history. Let's go.
But I don't think anyone would ever wear the number just out of like they'll be like, oh, I don't want to wear it because Melo did.
It'll be the fucking like the 13 of the Yankees.
We should fucking give Dottie the number as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, like so Carmelo Anthony going at the Alex Rodriguez route is so fucking funny. I'm sorry. Like, yeah, we know you were good, but you didn't really like do shit. At least Rodriguez had 2009. Like,
yeah, he had an all-time playoff run. You can't take that from him.
But we'll still give out your number to fucking who the fuck is 13 right now?
Jazz Chisholm.
Ew.
Yeah, but the reason A-Rod didn't get his retired, I mean, his number is retired for reasons completely unrelated to his contributions to the Yankees.
There's nothing wrong with a little bit of steroids, man.
I don't. Everybody in baseball,
made the games fun.
Everybody in competitive sports is on PEDs, guys. Let's be real.
And then they'd like turn the other way when Big Papi was getting nominated.
Yeah.
Cool. They're like, you know what? Actually, look at the smile. Look at the smile.
Big Papi. He's a nice guy. Look at that smile.
Reverse colorism.
We'll take it. I know Dominican and black.
E-Rock _Daily says the Spurs play so dirty. I
don't know if it's dirty. I think they just play physical, but also like the Knicks play physical.
They are allowed to get away with much more.
No, there's some sweetheart darling whistle they get for sure. Like that one that Brunson got pissed about. It wasn't about Cornette stepping on his ankle. That's just a mistake. I mean, that can happen anywhere. But if you watch they showed the replay from behind, and you see Vassell like extend his arm fully into his lower back while he's in the air. I mean, that's a dangerous play, first of all. But I'm not going to sit here and call that a flagrant. But like that's a foul. Like you have to call that. I'm sorry, you have to call that. It's crazy that went uncalled. There was also the other one in the first quarter where he blew by Dylan Harper, and Harper's was literally tugging his jersey, man, and they didn't call that. And it was like, and they ended up getting a fast break bucket out of it. So it's just like, the whistle is the whistle. You got to play through it. But especially the pulled jersey one, you just have to call that one. That's crazy to not call that. It's very, very obvious. JK11536. Wemby ISO offense might be the worst of any start in the sport. Thoughts, Tyrese?
Dog. Oh,
it's
my God.
Okay, like the thing with Wemby is like he's not breaking dudes down off the dribble. He's not he basically needs like a long runway to flow into his offense, like into his jumper. Like he needs a long runway, and that's why he usually gets it coming off of like pull-ups and like pin downs and such.
Yeah. So
like if you have him like 1-4 flat, like yeah, he could take a mid-range jumper, but also like you'll live with those touches and those possessions.
Well, the pin down is like that's their favorite action. The Knicks did a really good job of defending that today.
Yeah, like because ultimately the Knicks are going to just switch that, and then it's like, okay, now you want OG or Mikal Bridges like using their length on you on a pin down, and they're going to say no. I think the Spurs game one, like I think they kind of showed them how little answers that they have in terms of generating offense. Like the Knicks held them to under 100. The Knicks are significantly more agile than OKC Thunder, and they're bitter. And now you have more skill at the center position. So, yeah, like if you're at the Spurs, like your wing could shoot better, of course, but man, it's rough. And then now, like you have to make Fox work. And I don't think Fox could work in this series. I don't think Cornette could work in this series. I think Keldon Johnson is
talk about Fox's start to this game, man. Just
a Mensa candidate. Like Carter Bryant is a meme. Baby beer, get the fuck out of my face.
Dog, there was someone that tweeted that they wanted to like pinch his cheeks. I was like, all right, let's
Bro,
relax.
Carter Bryant, the kid, he looks like he's 7 though. It's actually insane. Like it's actually ridiculous.
It's like, do you have any adult hormones in your body, sir?
I can't. It's like I can't even. Somehow the fact that he's got braids makes it look even more ridiculous.
There's some niggas though who do not need access to braids. we gotta ban like braiders from getting to your scalp because like you do not need struggle braids as a 20-year-old light skin with a baby face. Go and Love Island, bro.
He does legitimately look like he's like 7 or 8 years old. He was getting kind of fried today though.
Everybody got fried. That's the whole thing. Like everybody got fried. We've been frying niggas for a month. We've been frying niggas since the NFL draft.
The Carter Bryant just like he should just not play in the series.
Like Carter Bryant can't
swim the depth.
I get it. But they drafted him. He was like a project, kind of, right?
Yeah,
like he was kind of like a total
raw prospect.
Yeah, like NDOR is better than him, which is funny. NDOR get minutes on this team. Like,
well, James Dolan is trying to get DOR on a scam contract. So
yeah,
we're about to get everyone. Look, win the championship, pay everyone. That's the plan. That's the offseason plan for me.
Yeah, legitimately. Like Mitchell Robinson.
Run it back.
Mitchell Robinson, do you want $15 million a year? Of course.
I'm being dead ass. Like, if they win the championship, pay everybody, have the parade. I am fucking checked out of like analyzing all these moves. I'm just like, they can do anything at that point. I'll be like, awesome, love it.
Yeah. Oh, the Knicks are reacquiring Julius
parade
Randle.
Of steaming wet farts they can do.
Yeah,
it should be like awesome.
Like legitimate. Like, they could draft anybody. They could sign anybody. Like. They could be like, oh, Leon Rose is retiring and stepping down, and Donald Trump is running the front office, and I'd be like, okay, cool, great. Like,
well, I'd be like, you know what? This might distract him from ruining the country, so it's a worthwhile trade-off.
Exactly, and we already got the ring, so we're chilling.
Yeah. So, like, what? Literally, they win the title. You get 5 years. You get 5 years where I'm just like, don't care.
I'm still eating off the Giants title. I don't care. It's been 15. We play those highlights every year. I don't give a damn. It never gets old. The Knicks, again, it's a 53-year drought. If the Knicks win the title, I'm set until at least my 40s. At least. I'm gonna get VHS tapes. I'll show my children this shit. Like that's how.
Why do you need VHS tapes for that?
Just to make it seem like like I was
you were as old as me.
Yeah, exactly. The struggle. The ancient tech scene.
Get a fucking laser disc. JK11 says Spurs playing OKC really let people believe they aren't an insane flopping team. Castle Wemby combo is a brutal watch when it comes to selling contact. I think he's a joke, man. He's ridiculous.
All that ethical like bullshit that he was like spewing early in the season, like get the fuck out of my face, man.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of my face, man. Like you are not ethical.
Bro,
Mitch had him locked up on a possession. He threw his head back and got a foul. And like,
did Wemby do a post-game interview there? Or did he leave the stadium crying?
He did.
No, he didn't have any.
He won't do one for game 2.
Any pets that died or anything. He didn't have a goldfish that suddenly passed overnight.
Oh man, the Knicks are 6-0 this postseason when Brunson scores 30+ points. Yeah, man, unload the clip. I don't care. I don't care what the percentages are. Unload the clip, baby. Unload it.
All the Kobe and AI fans are like just like gushing over this Brunson performance on the timeline right now.
Ball Don't Stop is having a field day.
I know Ball Don't Stop was fucking watching that, just like standing ovation the entire fourth quarter.
Just fucking tears in his eyes, just fucking clapping. Like
this is what it's all about. This is it. This is the game's about buckets. He's gonna make like an image of like Kobe, like fucking
AI,
Kobe AI, and Jordan just like staring down at butts. It's funny because AI and Jordan are still alive, but it still works better if they're like if it's like the Happy Gilmore thing. Oh man. Chris says Keldon Johnson was playing for us.
Yes, Taylor Johnson, big titty and all, is first team All NBA. He played for
Yo,
us.
what's with you and like Keldon Johnson's like man?
Because he's a fat fuck. I need people to understand he's a fat fuck. I'm tired of watching him play basketball. I'm tired of living in the same city as him.
Well, you're leaving the city, so
I know, but like until then, like my soul feels tainted because Keldon Johnson breathes the same air that I breathe.
okay. Well, you know what? You're a Knicks fan, so you should appreciate it right now.
Yes, of course.
So don't worry about it. Just be happy.
Again, and then when fucking Keldon Johnson has to go home to his ranches and shit, maybe he'll end up in like Portland, where he truly belongs.
This is
Go
from Jordan Bub 7928. He posted this a quote from Mike Brown. He's a gamer, man. In the biggest moments, he shows up. That's what MVPs are supposed to do. We put the ball in his hands, and he said we were going to live and die with him, and he got it done. Like I said, man, save the number. Look, I guarantee you, all the nerd numbers after this game are going to tell you Karl-Anthony Towns was better than him, and maybe he was. I don't give a shit. You cannot tell me crunch time offense. You can't run that offense in crunch time. Like, you can't. I'm sorry. You need to have a guy that can get the ball and create off the bounce. And Brunson can do that, and he does it better. Tyrese, you can finish it now. You can finish the sentence.
Better what? Brunson does it better than anybody else? Than Michael Jordan?
Than Michael Jordan. Correct. Real fact. That's a real fact.
Okay, at the top of the ladder, it's a ball
by True Patriots.
Like, legit, it's the ball gambling nigga, and then it's Jalen Brunson. Like, that's really what it is. Also, Omar, real quick, Tyrese, you gonna miss churros? No, I've never had a churro. I should at some point.
E-Rock Daily says the Spurs rely so heavily on the Julian Champagny hitting threes, and he's a fucking shit 3-point shooter. I don't care. He's one of those guys where it's like, if it's all in rhythm, he's good. But you saw it. Even there was one contest where Brunson like kind of did a side contest on him, and you could tell he was like
straight glass.
Yeah, it was terrible. And he's one of those guys where it's like you can get him off his rhythm. And that's why it was so annoying, those 2 threes they gave up at the end of the first half, because those were like completely in rhythm, wide open in the corner stuff. And it's like, dude, just make him like feel you a little bit, and then you live with it. And they did that in the second half, and you saw it. And he can't attack a closeout for shit, by the way.
Dog, him dribbling is an adventure. I'll say that.
Also, he's from Staten Island. Walt Clyde Fraser 5179 says, shout out to the Knicks medical staff. Going to need them more than ever versus the San Antonio shove. Yeah, the medical staff, look, they're like the unsung heroes of this Knicks team, to be honest.
Shout outs to Nico.
Dallas.
Again. My main man, Nico.
Nico is the reason why we're here, man.
Like, what I want Nico on the float next to CJ McCollum. I want Nico. I want CJ McCollum. And I want Skip Bayless, because the way he's been slandering Wemby has been fueling my soul.
Dog, what is this like thing that Skip Bayless? He used to be like such a diehard Spurs fan, and like now he fucking hates them. Like, it's so fucking.
No, it's because he's he's from Oklahoma originally.
Interesting. So what the hell was that whole Spurs thing for? Like,
he likes Tim Duncan.
Yeah. Also, it's just Skip Bayless. Everything he does is a bit. It's awesome. Once you just he does bits better than Stephen A, because he's not actually like. He's not like
he goes so insane balls to the walls with those bits.
The cowboy stuff is the funniest thing, where he like burns jerseys and stuff. I'm like, what are you, 5 years old? All right. I want to get to these few ones right here from Jordan Bub. Josh Hart led all players in total rebounds and assists in his first NBA Finals start. The only
best
other
3-point game in the NBA.
The only other players in the shot clock era since 1954-55 to lead all players in rebounds and assists, includes ties, in their first career NBA Finals games are Shaq and Larry Bird.
Wow. Best 3-point game in an NBA Finals ever.
Yep. We're making history out here. Jordan Bub also posted this record when trailing, but this is fucking crazy. Record when trailing by 14 plus points in the second half of a playoff game since 2024. Knicks 6-6. Rest of NBA 10-100.
Appreciate what you were watching, folks. You were watching an all-time team in the making.
You're watching a mentally soft team that gets lucky sometimes.
that never faces adversity and is soft, and Karl-Anthony Towns is pussycat, and Jalen Brunson is too small to lead the team to an NBA championship, and I love Draymond Green and Becky Hammond, and I don't like black women who are pregnant.
Yo.
Dude, that shot that Brunson hit at the end, who was that on Vassell?
Yes.
Yes.
That's one of his like all-timers.
All
that
time.
Was fucking crazy.
The three and that
all
shot,
net.
yeah.
Well, the three was crazy because it wasn't the three, right? It's the fucking rebound.
The rebound, that's a defining play of his career.
Hopefully we get hopefully it's not the defining play of his career. Maybe we'd like a couple more.
Okay, yeah. But one of the
with some games at the Garden, I would love for him to have some moments there.
He was chirping at somebody in the crowd too. He was really going at somebody in the crowd down the stretch. I don't know who it was.
Yeah, Jalen Brunson fucking hates the Salation Sisters.
Yo,
were they in a suite today?
Yes.
Salation Sisters are going up, bro.
Doesn't seem very I would say Christ-like.
I would like to see where those funds came from.
Yeah.
Okay, but I can't even hear the Salation Sisters because they're really nice and working with them is cool. But yeah, it's funny.
Those are Teresa's homies.
For my job, yes. Good community resource.
Mitch Johnson calls Jalen Brunson a phenomenal player. Says that they just have to keep making him work. I mean, he's right.
Did he mock the camera when he said it too? Did he bite his lip?
Yo.
Oh man. I mean, they have to make him work again. I just don't really know how they do that. They're struggling for offensive talent in this game.
Highest Eel says, when you have the shooters on the floor, you negate any defensive gravity that Slender Man can create. When that adjustment was made, the Spurs lead evaporated.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, again, I've thought before the series, but I think this is a series for Landry. I think this is a series for Deuce. I think you're going to get good minutes out of those guys, even if they're not hitting shots, because the way the defense has to defend them and just the way they are so good at spacing the floor. And the other thing with both those guys, for better or worse, they are quick trigger shooters. And some of those shots are I don't know about Deuce took a couple today. I'm I don't know about that one, but there's a value to that within reason because it teams know those guys are 40% guys. So if they take those shots, teams are running them off the line and they know they have to stay somewhat attached to them. So it creates dilemmas for defenders. And I just think I really think this is a good series for our bench. Those two, Mitchell Robinson and Alvarado, I think they should have good moments throughout the series. There's just good matchups and lineups that you can use them in, all of them. And I think we'll continue to see it.
Yeah.
I'm curious to get your guys' thoughts on this. Zach Composto, 5-5. I can't believe Mitch Johnson is having Wembanyama guard Cat. Not only is he taking him out of the paint, but Cat is also cooking him one-on-one.
They don't have a choice. They literally do not have a choice.
They don't have the wing size to bother.
Why do you say that though? Because isn't the idea that Wemby ghosts Josh Hart, and then yes, I agree they don't have anybody that can really stop Cat one-on-one. But isn't the idea that you would have Wemby in the paint?
If you have Wemby in the paint, again, Cat's just gonna pop for threes. Brunson will set a screen, Cat will pop for threes. They're basically doing we don't want Cat to get shots up, and I don't blame them because if Cat's gonna just have the ability to shoot over Justice Champagnie, he could end the game in the first 5 minutes. And I think they realized that. So at one point they tried to switch back to ghosting on Hart in the first quarter, and that kind of slowed the offense down. Then the shooters came back in, and the Knicks ended up regaining the lead. Again, they do not have answers for Cat, and they acknowledge that. So if they can't ghost Hart, this offense gets a lot scarier. And now it's you can play Hart and Mitch together. You can't ghost Hart then. So if you're running most of the game and Hart can't get ghosted, their offense, their defense has to work so hard. And now Wemby has to like come up to the level and guard. And he was gassed in the fourth quarter. You saw it. Like in the fourth quarter, that's why he kept doing all that flailing shit. He didn't have a choice. So, yeah, man.
Yeah.
I think the Knicks just have a lot of weapons that I don't know if this person has the personnel to deal with. And if the Knicks can pull out that game too, hopefully, I think the Knicks are in cruise control.
Yeah, I mean, I still think it was strange. I just felt like I think you should live with Josh Hart shooting threes. Like, and even if you, like what the Cavs did is ridiculous. Where you're just like watching him line it up. That's stupid. But I would live with like
literally giving him practice shots.
Yeah, like I would live with, okay, we're gonna funnel the ball to Hart, and we will
just run him off the line.
Yeah, like we'll rotate to him, but we'll rotate to him to shoot and try to cut off the drives. Like don't rotate like wildly jump and like give him a driving angle. I don't know. I thought it was pretty weird how aggressive they were in terms of having Wemby on Cat. I get what you're saying. I would be surprised if that continues. I don't think it will. There's one other one I want to get to. Oh, Anashe Mapuranga, 4909, says, if Jalen Brunson committed war crimes, I'd take the fall for him. Yeah.
Jalen Brunson might end up unseating Mondami in the middle.
No, I just saw a tweet. Someone said, Jalen Brunson, I will spill blood in your honor. People are
talking
like this is like the ancient night times.
Yeah,
I'd do a lot of things for Jalen Brunson. I'll say that much.
This is Assassin's Creed for Jalen Brunson. We don't fuck around.
Someone else tweeted, they were like, I don't think Jalen Brunson knows how many people in New York would like kill for him right now.
Like Jalen Brunson could say, "Get that nigga, I'm gonna get that nigga." Like, it could be any nigga. Like, when I come back to New York, nigga, like if Jalen Brunson pointed at him, like it's over with. It's done.
Okay, I don't think if you pointed at somebody, I have a feeling that you would not be the choice for like the hitman.
I'd sign up. I'd pledge. Like, fuck a Kappa side Kappa. This is Brunson side Brunson, nigga. Like, this is a fraternity. I'm 10 toes down. I'm going to all the meetings.
Brunson side Brunson.
Like,
yo.
I'm pledging. Hoorah. Like, it's over with.
Akiva_11 says, JB gets hurt and somehow comes through. It happened versus Philly, Indiana, and tonight. Unreal. Yeah.
It's almost like it gives him like a jolt of like energy and like
maybe Jalen Brunson's just a drug addict and you just really likes Toradol.
All I was thinking about today was when they showed his knee at one point. It was like he was like bleeding through, right? And do you remember a couple years ago when the Mavs made the finals and they were like they would keep Luka had like a couple of series in a row where he was like shooting like crap from the field. And they would just keep zooming in on the knee and be like, "Oh my God, like Luka's just not at 100%." Like I was like, I didn't hear any of that tonight. All I heard was, they weren't like shitting on Brunson, but I didn't hear any excuses being made. I heard look, man, I don't know how the shortest guy in the league, who everybody questions and was drafted in the second round, gets held to like the fucking highest of highest bars that's ever. Like, why is he getting held to like LeBron James standards right now? It's fucking crazy.
I mean, they must be seeing all them graphics that he on with LeBron and Michael Jordan, so they like, shit, we got to hold him to that standard, I guess.
But then again, we will.
But not give him the praise of it.
We'll be in LaMelo Ball conversations when November rolls around.
Darius Garland conversations. Also, Prez noted that today was the first time in the playoffs the Spurs were held under 100.
Yep.
Sam, say with me, we not yellow niggas.
And only Sam.
Prez also said, where are they gonna hide Brunson and Cat though? Like that's it's hilarious that has been a talking point for 4 straight playoff series now.
And just to be clear, only Sam say that with Tyrese.
Yes.
I don't think I should say that. Brandon Williams 9505 says Giannis couldn't do what the Knicks are doing right now. You don't got to tell me.
Enjoy Miami, buddy.
I've said this before the season. Like, I don't think the Knicks need Giannis. I think they have everything they need to win a championship on the roster. Whether they actually win the championship or not, I'm going to feel that way. Like, they clearly can do it. They have enough. They have the pieces they need. They have the talent they need. And more importantly, they now have the coach who is using the pieces the way they should be used. Like, it was so encouraging because I was 1,000% sure with like whatever's what, like 4 or 5 minutes left, they take the timeout. Brown takes timeout. And I was like, oh, he's going to put the starters back in. He left Shaman out there, right? He left Shaman out there, and McCall was on the bench. And then he put McCall in when it was the right move to put McCall in for Shaman. Like, he is just coaching in a way and using this team in a way, using the depth in a way where you actually have the depth. I never, the people that are like, this team has better depth than it did last year. What you're telling me, I just want to be very clear about this. When you're telling me this team has better depth than it did last year, is one, you are pretending like Landry Shaman and Deuce McBride and Mitch Robinson did not exist on the roster last year, which they did. The other thing you're basically saying is that getting Alvarado and Clarkson
move the needle that much
over Cam Payne and Delon Wright is like this huge needle moving piece that just changes the equation for the Knicks. Give me a fucking break, dude. The reason the Knicks depth, quote unquote, sucked last year is because the coach didn't use it. He didn't trust it. He just coached off a fucking, like, it's like, you know, in the NFL, right? The first 15 plays, like, oh, it's your scripted plays. Tibbs scripted every game. Every game was just a script. And there's no adjustments to be made because you didn't need to make adjustments. If you guys just play and execute to my God-given abilities as a coach to know everything in advance, we will win. And if we don't win, the failure is on you, and it's on the front office for not giving me enough talent, and it's on everybody but myself. I am very happy the Knicks have a coach who treats the roster like an actual roster and uses it to the best of their abilities and is flexible within the course of games and actually has this thing called feel. He actually feels and is like, oh, wow, Landry has it going tonight. I guess I'll roll with him instead of Mikal Bridges or Josh Hart or OG Anunoby or whatever. Like, that's how it's supposed to work. Like, I'll never understand this defense of Tibbs. It's a shitty defense of Tibbs because quite literally the bench, like, I'm not even going to count Clarkson as playing tonight because he played like 3 minutes or whatever the hell it was. The Knicks played 9 guys for all intents and purposes. 8 of those fucking guys were on the fucking team last year. Like, give me a break. The depth isn't better. They actually have a coach using the fucking depth. That's it. It's that simple.
Yeah.
People are very stupid, especially when it comes to the Knicks.
Victor Wembanyama responds to Jalen Brunson scoring 30 points tonight. He's an elite player. It's a 1-4 series, so we're going to have time to work on it. I mean,
better work on it quick, buddy.
He scored 30 on 31 shots tonight. Like,
he didn't play well at all.
I don't think that's why you lost the game. Like
shot making was.
There are other reasons you lost the game.
Yeah, Victor, look in the fucking mirror, dude. Look in the fucking mirror.
And I don't know. Like, but we already talked about, like, the biggest fix they could have is benching Fox. Like, you can't bench Fox. I'm sorry. Like, this idea they can bench Fox is ridiculous. It's never going to happen. That guy's not. What did they pay him? His extension starts.
Yeah, no, they're not benching him.
His extension starts next year. What was it? 4-year, $220 million extension? Is that
benching
right?
a what? A guy that's going to be making $60 million soon for a rookie in the NBA Finals?
Yeah,
and you have to win. And you have to win in that moment. If you don't win in that moment, it's fucking over.
Yeah, it's clipped. That locker room is done. Rich Paul will make it known.
I didn't even see this. This is what Chris Burnett. I didn't know what that fan said to Brunson after the game because you had Cat ready to pounce. But yes. I don't know. I didn't even see Cat. I saw Brunson like say something to somebody, but I didn't see any of that. All right, here we go. Mike Brown talks about how he responded to Jalen Brunson's injury early in the game and how Brunson is feeling after the game. Jalen's tough as nails. To me, it didn't seem like it had any effect afterwards. I had zero concern. Quite literally, I had zero concern. I don't know about you guys.
I was a little concerned.
I can't even front. I was a little concerned.
Yeah, no, I can't. Yeah,
I was not.
If you saw my tweets in the moment, you would know that I was definitely concerned.
I really try hard never to like react when guys leave a game because of injury, because I always feel like half the time it's overly dramatic performative stuff and then they end up coming back and I'm just like, oh no.
I called upon the forces of Etsy witches at the moment, so like that just lets you know where my mind was. You can go look at my tweets at that time, but yeah, no, I wasn't in a good headspace when Jalen Brunson went to the locker room.
The slip tip says, "Hug me, Schwinn." Sure, yeah, hugs.
You're gonna hug the tip?
Not gonna do that.
He just asked you to.
I will give him a hug. Fox should be benched. He's a non-factor negative to the Spurs team right now.
Actually, no. I think he should keep playing. Actually,
but also I do think Dylan Harper's better than him right now. I don't know. Like, I think there's a difference between Dylan Harper coming in for these like quick stretches and lighting it up versus like, okay, run the offense. Run the offense. Like, because I don't think, like, we saw it in the Oklahoma City series, right? He didn't run the offense well when Fox was out in those first two games. Like, they won, they got a split. But, like, I didn't think their offense was running.
Didn't they have one game where they had, like, 20-plus turnovers or whatever?
Yeah, game one. They won that, and they had, like, 22 turnovers or something.
Yeah, you can't get away with it not having Fox on the court just because he is able to kind of, like, stabilize them in that way. Or else good luck to Stephon Castle trying to get dribble penetration. I'd love to see that several times.
I'm going to try and get through as many of these as I can, but we're probably going to go pretty fast here because it's getting late. Bomber BCM says, fuck spreadsheets, playoffs. Fuck spreadsheets, playoffs is about who's a bitch or not, and none of our guys have any mouse in them. That's like, I don't know who tweeted that, but
that is an all-time tweet.
It's the best tweet. It's the correct tweet.
Yep.
Josh Hart talks about his mindset in the second half. I had a lot of energy. I think I only played 7 minutes in the first half. It was good. Can't think about it too much. Now we got to go tomorrow, watch film, learn from the win. They're going to come out with a lot of energy, a sense of urgency, a sense of desperation. We got to do the same thing. Josh Hart in the next game, 1 win. Did he even come out in the second half?
I didn't check. I want to say
he played 24 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
He played the entire third, and then he took a break in the fourth, and then he came back in.
This is the Carl Towns quote. Good to see it finally. Carl Towns. I just felt a calm and a peace that had to come from the woman above. I felt like I was a kid getting ready to go play my Saturday AAU games and Sunday AAU games. In a way, I felt like I was seeing my mom in the stands. He's such a nice guy.
I just fucking love this dude, man. I want us to win for him, man.
Yeah. I mean, if he wins, I've been saying it will be like an all-time. We did the roundtable today, and I had said in there, like, it will be like an all-time New York sports athlete arc, given kind of the conversation around him after last season, which I thought was weird, and then all the Giannis stuff. And yeah, it would be pretty awesome. Can't lie. Mitch Johnson responds to Victor Wembanyama. Slow start to game 1 of the NBA Finals. We got to get him moving and spacing towards the rim, whether that's on rolls or running in transition. We need to do a better job of establishing that earlier on for sure.
Good luck rolling, buddy. Good luck.
I feel like they did that a lot.
Yeah, and like it just didn't work.
Very, very interesting. Landry Shannon talks about the presence of Knicks fans in San Antonio. It definitely shows up. Makes a difference. We notice it's a good feeling knowing that we've got some of ours in the building.
Yeah, I was there in spirit. I was right there in section 202 in spirit.
Sorry, trying to get this all this. Walt Frazier, thanks to Akiva for posting this. Walt Frazier and Jalen Brunson to The Athletic. He's got the tenacity of Willis Reed, and he's got my cool. I like the self promotion.
It's Clyde. Like you're gonna let Clyde do whatever the fuck he wants.
Zan Rosen asks, Schwinn, what are you drinking? I am drinking Glenlivet. 12, not 18. Miles McBride talks about the Knicks fans' presence in San Antonio. It's not surprising at this point. We know they're going to be there and going to be loud. So shout out Knicks Nation. It is. I've never seen anything like this for a playoff run, ever.
They are like legitimately showing up like every single time on the road.
It's like the 49ers, but like actually a good media market and not the 49ers. So,
well, the 49ers are Hitler. So,
exactly. We aren't Hitler.
Well, aren't the Rams Hitler now, guys?
The Rams are like they're like the Death Star or something, man. Fuck them.
Okay, like the Rams are like Netanyahu, but like the 49ers are just always going to be Hitler. And then like the Cowboys are like Pol Pot.
Yeah.
The Chiefs are like,
the Cowboys are more like Mussolini, like they're like dictators, but like not actually a good dictator in any way, shape, or form. Like really bad, actually. Like not effective.
Yeah. Okay, and then like the Chiefs right now. Okay, and then the Chiefs would be Pol Pot. Okay, there we go. We figured it out. Go team.
Sorry, we'll get to these. Carl Anthony Towns talks about the Knicks' chemistry has grown over time. This team has unity, it has camaraderie. Yeah, they do. And sorry, trying to get to as many as we can. Miles McBride says that he thought the team's tenacity was down at the start of the game, and that's why the Spurs were ahead. Once we settled down and locked in as a team, we changed the game. Also true. Josh Hart talks about the Knicks' resilience after the latest comeback win. We just got a lot of tough guys, a lot of guys that don't quit. Every game has to be approached like it's 0-0. We got to come out with that same energy, intensity, and desperation like it's game one of any playoff series. That's from Karl Anthony Towns. Yeah, man. Like, but the thing is, they're playing like that now. Like they have that fucking fire in them consistently, and honestly, that probably comes from like that Indiana loss last year.
Yeah. Like, that shit matters.
I feel like that loss eternally changed them.
It sat with them for sure. I mean, multiple guys have referenced it during this playoff run.
Brunson said that like after that loss, he never really like got the team back on track after that. And like he feels like that's why they didn't really truly come back from that. Like he said that in the Roommates podcast, one of those clips that was floating around, he had said that. And I thought that was interesting. Like he took responsibility as the leader of the team. Like he himself did not really bounce back from that loss, and it kind of affected the whole team. And you actually saw it on the court. And like he was talking about how like Cleveland, for example, like he kind of like assumed that like, or he was basically alluding to the fact that they didn't have like a leader to kind of get them to bounce back from their loss that they suffered in game one of the ECF. So it was interesting parallels that he was making. It was very good insight that he was providing.
Yeah. Sorry, we're almost done.
This is the first loss this postseason for the Spurs, by the way, where they were leading at halftime.
It's also their first double-digit loss, right? Or no, they had a couple against the Thunder.
They got blown out a couple times against OKC. Wow, Jeremy Lin's an ESPN NBA analyst now, and he's talking about the Knicks. Wow.
This is wild. New York is 8-8 when trailing by double digits over the last two postseasons. They're 14-17 when trailing by 10 plus in the playoffs since Brunson became a Knick. The most double-digit comeback playoff wins in that span. I mean, that's fucking loony, to be honest. That's crazy to win that many games trailing double digits. Keep going. Go eat a bowl of pasta and grilled chicken, Slender Man. Gonna be a short series if you don't. I gotta watch. Fucking. This reminded me that I need to watch. What's that dark? What's the spider thing with Nicolas Cage?
Oh, Spider-Man Noir.
Yeah, looks pretty good.
Oh man, yo, Wemby. Yeah, nah. Cat and Mitch and OG Josh, they showing him levels to this physicality shit right now.
Yeah, they are. Hawkeye 4205 says this is their first game 1 loss.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, because
Yes.
Minnesota beat them.
Oh,
The
yeah,
first
it is
game one loss
Game
in the
one.
first game one loss in the finals.
Yes,
game
this
one
is the
loss.
Spurs' first game 1 loss. They were 6-0 before.
Wow, man, wow, Wemby can't hold up Tim Dalton's jock strap. That's crazy.
Wow, new agenda just dropped. New agenda. You're just a fake Tim Duncan.
I need to find a tweet and quote tweet it. Okay.
Chris Bernard 97 says this is what you see when you've had 20 plus years of the worst possible time. Fans coming out, paying whatever, and supporting the team on a magical run. No building is safe. It's true. It's true. All right. We are through all the comments. Sorry we didn't get to every single one, but there were a lot, and it's late. It's 1:30 in the morning, and Sam has homework. All right. We will be back for Friday game 2. I'm assuming the tip-off time is the same.
Yep.
So we will be back late night, and I'm not sure who's going to be on, but we will have somebody. Some people.
I probably will not because it's a Friday and I will be outside. So
there you go. Sam shirking his duties as always. All right. Thanks everybody for the comments.
I was here.
You were kind of in spirit.
I contributed a lot.
Thank you to everyone for the comments. Thank you for the super chats. And we will, we'll be back on Friday. Thank you to sponsor FanDuel. That's it. All right. That's our show. We will see you on Friday. Peace.